Yeah, this is how we are gonna start our Juve Therapy Session in 2021 with a face mask. And you know why? I'll tell you why. Usually, I'm happy. Usually, I'm very, very happy because it's weekend. It's a Friday session. We talk to each other. We discuss things, and we talk youth. We discuss life, and we share our concerns and whatever. But today, I'm not happy, guys. Even though we won against Milan 1-3 on Wednesday, and our La Panchina channel is we are doing great stuff. We did the La Panchina watch party together, and you know what? I'm not happy. But you know why? I'll tell you why. This is why. Before we go into this, Tanish, hi man, nice to see you all the way from India. Always a pleasure. Adam, great stuff. Judy, hi Judy from Roman from Juve Therapy. Hope you are well. Hope COVID treats you well. You're not even near COVID because COVID is BS. COVID is annoying. COVID is destructive. Not only because it's an illness in itself, but what it does to people when the closest to you are affected. What it does to the world, the whole thing. And you know what, Judy? I'll tell you something, Judy. We need to go back. We need to stop. Enough with this COVID BS. Enough. Because I'm sick of it. I'm so sick of it. Now I'm seeing more masks. In Norway, we've actually been quite blessed with the fact that we had very few cases in contrary to other parts of the world. But even now, the people are freaking out and everybody's wearing masks right now. And it's tiresome. And I work at a university and we have barely people there. And it's so, I love talking to people. And when you're not able to do that, it's just so annoying and so sad, basically. And today, and this news right here below, as you can see, doesn't help me today, because Matthijs de Ligt has been tested positive for COVID-19. We just heard the news, breaking news. He just got tested positive. And my friends, we will talk about this today. Hi, Chris. Always a pleasure. I hope the team will overcome, Chris. I really, really hope so, because right now they have their backs against the wall yet again. We thought we could be happy for at least 48 hours, but we cannot. We won against Milan. We thought now we're on a roll. We're creating something. And then probably one of our best players, it's not even probably, he is one of our best players, the future of the club, has been tested positive for COVID. And we don't know how long this will last, how many days, how many weeks. It's sad, and it's so, we have the momentum right now, but now we have to build up back from scratch, basically. Hi, back. Nice to see you. Yes, our defense without the Ligt is a scary thought. Yeah, the whole world is against us, Rob. Yeah, nice to see you, Rob. Ronaldo, always a pleasure. Nice to see you, man. No de Ligt versus Sassuolo and no de Ligt versus Merih. Yes, and no de Ligt versus Genoa in the Coppa as well. But I didn't think it would be anyway. But it's still, we have 3 games at least without de Ligt. And man, it's just sad. I feel bad for the guy as well, because he had this huge shoulder surgery and he was away for quite some time. And now we've finally seen him at his absolute peak best. He has been insane for us this season. Forget about last season, his handball nonsense. Forget about that. This year, de Ligt has been immense. Crazy. And now we will be without him. And who is going to take up the reins? Yes, it could be Merih Demiral. But could it, though? I don't know. Let's talk about this a bit later, because we need to dive into this. And how do we field against Sassuolo? What do we look at when we go into the Merda game. What is the situation with Alexandro? Juan Cuadrado. I heard that Alexandro might be out for a bit longer than Cuadrado. That's also, you know what, not a good thing, because then we have only Frabotta and Bernardeschi there. Frabotta played okay against Milan, but are we going to rely on Frabotta for the next 2-3 games? Bernardeschi, where does he fit into all this? So we have a lot of questions to answer, at least try to answer. But luckily for us, at the end of the day, it's not our job. It's not your job. It's not my job to decide who is fielding against Sassuolo. But we'll give it a go. We will give it a go, my friends, for sure. That's why we can. That's why they are calling us coach. Sofa coaches. That's the word. Mark, nice to see you, Mark. Can't watch right now, but just popping in to say hi. This is the worst possible case we could have had. Yes, Mark, it is. It is. Well, Cristiano got his, and we were in trouble because we barely didn't win any game. Now it's the Ligt's turn. So what do we? Are we better off? Of course not. So we are weakened, hugely weakened. It's up to the rest of the team to show up and unite. And God forbid if my man Federico Chiesa also gets COVID, then we're really screwed. Then we need to consider maybe moving some games. I would love the fact that if we need to move games, and I would also love the fact that we will move the game, reschedule the game against Napoli, Merda 2.0. Oh, I would love that. But I will not wish for the Ligt to be out that long. Hopefully he will be back for that game, 20th of January. It seems that's the date. But I would love for us to have that problem coming up to that game. If we really are rescheduling that game because we had COVID cases, huh? What goes around comes around, comes around. Yeah. Yeah, it is what it is. Let's let's go into this, my friends. Yes, Chris, Demiral will get his chance, but will he take this chance? That's the thing. Will he grab that chance by the nuts? By his latest comments that he wants to play consistently, well, it's just unreasonable if true. I'm not sure if it is true, but if true, well, we have an issue there. There is a guy with an ego who thinks he can do better. One-legged. Come on, man. Be a bit reasonable. But I'll say this, though. I can understand his frustration if the frustration came from the substitution of Giorgio Chiellini coming in at the end of the game against Udinese and not himself. Demiral was sitting on the bench for the whole game. Chiellini was subbed on for the 4 minutes or so. So if that's what triggered his frustration, I kind of get it, because if I'm Demiral, 23, 24 years old, whatever, and then I'm just back from injury, and then I see that a 36-year-old dude who will probably be retiring after this season. I mean, I get your frustration, Merih, but you don't go out to media and say stuff like that. I don't think that he did. I think this is just rumors from his entourage or whatever. Even though, if this is true, he needs to reevaluate his entourage, because if his entourage is spilling news and rumors about him being negative, that's no good for himself. So he needs to reevaluate his inner circle. But if this is BS, I hope it is BS, then, well, shame on you who tweeted that or posted that and just spread it like wildfire. Yeah. I think the Ligt is even more important than Ronaldo, as we much more spoiled for choice in attack than we are on defense. Mark, good point, but it's not just about the Ligt against Cristiano. This is also about the mentality that the player provides. The Ligt was there while Cristiano wasn't, and we struggled. We struggled to win games. Cristiano provides you something different in attack. Cristiano provides you the option of unpredictability. He will be marked by at least 1-2 people. He will create space for others, all that stuff. If a Cristiano fans looking at the Juve game and they are just focusing purely on Cristiano, they will tell you everything you need to know about what his strengths are as a player, but not taking anything away from the Ligt. It's equally bad for us to lose him. So we will not compare those two. It's bad or worse, or it's just equally crap. But the thing that we have right now is at least we can score goals. Because Cristiano, let's face it, Cristiano has the most percentage of chances to score a goal. Dybala will not score as many because he's just way too deep. And we relied on 2 from Chiesa and 1 from McKennie, none from our strikers against Milan. So there you go. Morata is also out with injury. We have no striker apart from Cristiano Ronaldo. That's the fact. Dybala, as much as you'd like Dybala to be all the way up there, yeah, it's just the way it is. It's just the way it is. It doesn't work. It doesn't work because he will always drop deep. He will always fall out on the right flank. So to have Cristiano is probably a little bit makes us, at least enables us to score goals. With Demiral, with the Matthijs de Ligt, being out now, we can restructure our defense. And to be fair, right now, this is a very tough schedule, tough fixture list. So those teams that we face, Napoli, Merda, Sassuolo, they will come at us. They will not sit deep. They will test our defense. So to lose Matthijs de Ligt will be tough. It's a weakness. I cannot even fathom the fact that Romelu Lukaku will eat Leonardo Bonucci for breakfast, lunch, and dinner that day. Because we know what's going to happen if Inter Merda are facing Juve with De Ligt. De Ligt will be marking Lukaku. Have no doubt about it. Now that De Ligt is out, he will, of course, he would be stupid not to go for Leonardo Bonucci, Lukaku. He would be stupid not to test Demiral, not to test Bonucci, or maybe even Danilo, or maybe even Giorgio Chiellini. We don't know. This is the thing. This is the thing that I'm worried about. What are we going to do without Matthijs de Ligt physically against big strikers? Lukaku, Napoli, they have Petagna, Llorente. Those guys are not, they're not top strikers, but they are physical, they are big, they're strong. So they will cause you some damage. With De Ligt in there, things are changing. Things become much easier. But Demiral is no punching bag either. He's a strong, big lad. But is he as strong? Is he as huge? Is he as... does he strike fear into the opponent? Sometimes. But is he reckless? Yes. And this is the thing I don't like about Demiral. He's just too reckless and too inconsistent. But we'll see. We'll see, my friends. He will get his chance. I agree with you, every one of you. I agree. We just have to wait and see, and he will get his chance. But then when he gets his chance, he needs to prove it. Attack wins you games, defense wins you titles. That's what I think it was Marcello Lippi who said that back in the day. Yeah. Attacks win you games, defense win you titles. But that's what I'm saying. This is the Italian mentality. In Italy, this is always like this. Defense first. It's always been like this. This is why Allegri was such a successful coach, because we were defending greatly. We didn't care about attacking. That basically sorted out itself, especially in the last season. But Allegri, excellent defensive coach. We knocked out Tottenham, Spurs from the Champions League, not because of those substitutions that he made. Not only, remember, if you watch that game against Spurs, you remember Harry Kane was so close many times to score, equalize, and even win the game for Spurs. Luckily for them, luckily for us, they didn't. But they were very close, and we sat deep. And also, when Cristiano scored against us while playing for Real Madrid in that, crazy game of football at the Bernabeu, if I'm not mistaken, where we went and were leading 3-0, Allegri subbed on Andrea Barzagli, if I'm not mistaken. He believed that he could ride this out defensively. So this is a defensive mentality in Italy. So yes, the defense wins you titles, because then if the opposition cannot score, they cannot win. That's just as simple as that. But now we are a bit in trouble because we don't have the unit at the back. So yeah, we'll see. We will see. Demiral has to step up, says Animesh. Yes, he does. Time for Tudor to get added as a backup, says Chris. Yes, by the way, I said this before. Where is Igor Tudor? I haven't seen him at all. Well, probably because he's hiding behind the mask, for sure. But I haven't heard much from him. He hasn't been visible. He hasn't been pictured with other players during their training sessions. Just nothing. Yeah. Strange. We will have Chiellini back and Demiral as well. Electron, man, to be honest, I do not trust Giorgio Chiellini. As much as I love the guy, as much as I appreciate him, and as much as I admire him as a player, as a man, and whatever, he is injury prone, and it's too late. We cannot trust Giorgio Chiellini. If we start with Giorgio, Danilo, and the Ligt, and Bonucci, against, Sassuolo, what is the percentage of Chiellini getting injured? It's quite high. So this is what I'm saying. I do not trust Giorgio Chiellini in anymore. I do not trust him to play the full 90 against Sassuolo and then expecting him to play against Merda. I will be happy if that happens, but I do not trust this. I understand if Pirlo thinks that Chiellini is fully fit, 110%. He watches the guy on training sessions every single day, so he knows better than I do. So if he decides to go with Chiellini, fine. But will I be comfortable with that decision? No, because I know the history. We all thought that Chiellini was, fine and ready to play, and then bam, he's injured again. It's just so typical Chiellini. And then we're basically out with two guys. And it amazes me to say, but Danilo has been our most consistent defender apart from Matthijs de Ligt, and that's insane. That's quality. I love that. So if we are relying on Danilo, man, yeah, but crazier things have happened. Freaking Calabria scored against us from the midfield. So yeah, anything can happen. Anything can happen. Radu Draguzin is ready to extend his contract. Radu Draguzin, we've seen 10 minutes. So I won't speak about Radu that much, because we've seen him for 10 minutes against Ferencváros or against Dynamo Kiev. That's it. Barely seen the guy. So to throw him in, throw into the Wolves against Merda or Merda 2.0 or even against Sassuolo, risky. So it is Demiral, it is Bonucci, and it is Danilo. It gotta be. Or Chiellini. Draguzin as a fifth choice. So basically, this is what we've got right now. Alexandro and Quadrado had the South American partying with them, and they screwed the whole club. Alexandro case and Quadrado case was not related to each other. They say so, at least. Whether we believe it, that's another story. But they're not related to each other. And the fact is that Quadrado is asymptomatic, I think, but while Alexandro he has some symptoms. Yeah, it is what it is, but it's crap. It really is crap. But we can complain here. We can sit and complain and whatever. But Juve as a club, the employees, the players, the coaching staff, they will not complain. They will get to work, and they will be even more motivated now to do a good job against Sassuolo, against Merda especially. Yeah. But we'll see. We will see. But it's not good news, my friends. It's not good news. Should we play with 3 defenders now? But that is the thing. Oh, I'm so tired of talking about this. We do not play 4 at the back. We do not play 4 at the back. Yes, guys. At the end of the Milan game, as soon as McKennie and Kulusevski came on, yes, we did play with 4 at the back. But that was a structural change during the game. As a default, when we start, it is a 3-4-1-2 or 3-5-2. This is when we have the ball. And this is when we should be lining up. Because who lines up a lineup based on when they don't have the ball? It doesn't make any sense. So when we do have the ball, it is 3 guys at the back. It is Danilo. It was Danilo. It was Ligt, and it was Leonardo Bonucci. That's what it was. And then you had Frabotta on very, very offensive left wing, and also Chiesa was running wild. So, yeah. And we can, of course, discuss about the formation, but at the end of the day, I don't think it matters. I don't think it matters because it's so dynamic. The whole thing that Pirlo is working on, this project of his, somewhat, the project of Juve, is very dynamic. So to try to understand what position everybody's playing, we will be wasting our breath discussing this because it really is so dynamic. It could be 2 at the back at one point, but most of the time it is 3. Danilo, De Ligt, well, Bonucci. Now De Ligt is out, Demiral coming in instead, hopefully. Yeah. But if we do play with, let's say we restructure the whole thing and play clean 4-4-2, it's be much easier for us. Yes, you have Frabotta on the left, probably maybe even Bernardeschi, and then you have Danilo on the right, because we don't have any right back. Quadrado is also out with COVID, and then you have Demiral and Bonucci, but that doesn't make any difference. We still play Danilo, so it's simpler in terms of the structure of defending. Okay, 4 players at the back, done. But as soon as you play Danilo anyway, you might as well just stick with the same thing we have, which is 3-5-2, whatever. Yeah, you need, as I said, you need a PhD, you need a doctor's degree in order to understand what he's doing. I don't think even he understands what he's doing sometimes. Because as soon as we lose the ball, my friends, good point, Chris. Yes, Bonucci blows with the two center backs. Yes, because then he actually needs to defend more often, and you know how that goes. Yeah, he's going all Shakira on the pitch. The thing is though, when we do play with 3 at the back, we have at least width. At least we have wide players coming forward, and this is what enables us to do that. Yeah, the players need to take the vaccine because it costs so much money doing tests every time before match day. But there are concerns over long. Yeah, I'd say, you know what, to be quite honest, if we're looking at the society in general, of course, the most vulnerable people need to get the vaccine first. That's just my opinion. For us football fans, of course, it's easy just to get the football done and over with. Let's just play and everybody will be healthy and whatever. But we need to think of the bigger picture here. So yeah, I get the point of this Burnley manager. But he's talking football. I'm talking society. If my nonna had been alive, well, she would be very happy for the vaccine. And freaking Bonucci can wait a couple of weeks. Davide is in the chat. Davide Mombolano is in the chat. My man, tell me some good news. Tell me some good news, please. Did we sign Messi? No, I don't want Messi at my club, by the way. I don't know. Who would you want, by the way, if as a striker? What, did we sign Lewandowski? Did we sign Holland? No. Davide Mombolano? Huh? Something special for me? No. Man. All right. Let's turn off to something more positive. let's think about what's going to happen against Sassuolo. So we won. The game against Milan. What a game that was. What a game. What a turnaround in terms of, it was 1-1. It could have been 2-1, but we went out there in the second half. Chiesa was absolutely excellent. McKennie came on, scored the third. I mean, that was a great win. And how we exposed Theo Hernandez is just inject this into my veins. This was lovely. And Romagnoli also, I mean, really, seriously. Guys, please. Romagnoli. We talk about Romagnoli, but as soon as he faces quality opposition, like Dybala, like Chiesa, I mean, everybody turned the guy. Every single player from Juve turned around turn the guy around. They just slaughtered him. Yeah. It's not. It's you are good until you face Juve, and then you get a reality check, and then you start reevaluating the whole life, your whole career. Just, what am I doing? Did I honestly think we're gonna win the league? We're gonna win every single game? This is what is their mind right now. It should be. It should be, guys. They should think before they allow their comments publicly. Chiesa can be our factor. Hi, Rohit. Nice to see you. How are you doing, my friend? I hope you're well. Even though Matthijs de Ligt has been COVID positive. Hope you're well. He's new and not much seen by teams in knockout stages. Yeah, I mean, I get that. I get the idea. Chiesa is fearless. I've said that we've praised the guy every single stream I have. I say that he's a fearless guy. He's very direct. He doesn't care about, should I wait? Should I counter? He just goes for it. The bad thing about this, though, is when he does make those runs and he leaves tons of space behind him. This is the issue. This is a huge issue that we have. And somebody needs to compensate for that. This is also where I missed De Ligt because he was good at that. But now, for some reason, they switched him around. Now he's playing on the left side of those back three. So Danilo is there instead. And against Milan, it was dangerous. Against Milan, we saw that my good man, Chiesa, bombards forward, leaves tons of space behind him, and nobody is there to cover that up. So there is an issue there with Chiesa, but offensively, he is vital. He has more goals in his leg than Juan Cuadrado. Imagine that. We've been praising, some Juve fans have been praising Juan Cuadrado this season with his assists and all that. But can you honestly say to me right now, if Juan Cuadrado is healthy, you bench Chiesa? No way. You probably slot him in on the left flank and then you start Cuadrado on the right. That's probably what Pirlo would have done. But I'll say this though, and I said this before, please, he should follow me. Pirlo should follow this channel because I said this a while ago. Chiesa has nothing to do in the left flank. He will cut inside. We know this. The opposition know this. He is a right footer. Even though he scored his goal against Udinese with his left, he prefers to score with his right. We clearly saw that against Milan on Wednesday. So this is a more natural position for him. So you should play him there. And if it means that Cuadrado needs to be benched, well, so be it. Maybe you should play Cuadrado on the left, huh? Don't like that, don't you? Because he sucks there. Well, why do you do the same thing with Chiesa? Both are only right footers. So it's a good problem to have. Right now, this problem is eliminated because Cuadrado is out with COVID. Chiesa is your man. In Champions League, could very well be. And preferred formation and all that, well, you know my thoughts on that as well. Is the Ligt symptomatic? I don't know, Ahmad. I don't know. If anybody knows, please let me know. Fabio Colorella, no thank you. Too old, too late, yeah. This is, as my friend Lewis perfectly said this during the La Panchina stream during the Milan game. He said that, well, basically, Pirlo is trying to recreate the good golden days. Quagliarella coming back. Soon Vucinic will be joining us for J Medical evaluation, and then Llorente will come running. Man, Martin Cáceres will probably be there. He's getting the band back together. Yeah. Consistency is key. Let's not get too high. Chiesa should look up when he got the ball. Yeah, but I mean, 2 goals. What we cannot complain about whatever Chiesa is doing. We cannot complain. If this comment is, I will highlight this because this is interesting. If this comment is because of when Chiesa got the ball and he shot instead of passing this to Cristiano, come on. In the first half, I remember that very well. Come on. If the roles are reversed, Cristiano shoots 9 out of 10 times because he has the confidence. And when the player has the confidence, let them shoot. And man, he almost scored. Great save from Donnarumma, by the way. Yeah, we need to look at this as a bigger picture. I say this every time. Team first, always. It was better for Chiesa to shoot. Fine. Benefit of the doubt. He is a freaking young kid. He needs to learn that kind of stuff. And he almost scored. So kudos to him. And he has a good right foot. He's a great right foot. So yeah, it is true. It is true, Anonymous Ali. He is infected. And that's bad news. And that's bad news for us. If you don't believe me, just check the Juventus webpage. with a beautiful picture of the Continassa headquarters. Let me see if I can find this for you. If you do not believe me. By the way, guys, what do you think about this new webpage for Juventus? I think it's cool, but I don't see the translation to English if I go just into the Juventus.com. Yeah, there we go. The official news. Official news are, it doesn't matter if you understand English or not, Italian or not. Let me just post it. There we go. Olamento. Whatever. Yeah. Matthijs de Ligt. COVID tested positive, my man. Let Chiesa be. Yes, Mark, I agree. Well, you have, if that's okay, Mark, you don't have to. I mean, please, Mark, have my be my guest. Enjoy. By the way, guys, let's do some fun. Let's do something fun. Remember this beautiful app that I shared with you guys. Yeah, that's all you need to know. CR7 GOAT. Delete COVID. That's all you need to know. There we go. This is my beautiful setup. So, since the Ligt is out, what are we doing? Well, Cristiano, let's be nice to Cristiano boys. Bashing them just a little bit. It's all fun. It's all fun and games. Cristiano will start against Sassuolo unless something crazy happens. Okay? Cristiano will start. Morata is out still. So Dybala will probably be there. Okay? Maybe Kulusevski. Maybe. But let's just go with Dybala for the moment. Unfortunately, Danilo will also be there because he's played a lot lately, but now he kind of has to. Question is, will he play on the left or will he play on the right side of those back three? Let's put him on the right because that's where he's been playing for the last 3 games since the New Year's against Udinese and against Milan. And then we have Arthur. Pirlo said so himself. Arthur will start. I don't know if that changes with De Ligt being out. I don't think so. So Arthur will be playing. Okay. And then we have Khedira. He will start right there. I make a joke. You laugh hard. You put smiley in chat. You like video. I make joke of Sami Khedira playing. well, he will not be playing. Weston McKennie will be playing on the left side or on the right side of Arthur. I don't know, but it's also confirmed by Pirlo that McKennie will start. Whether it's Pirlo or Romeo Agresti or whatever, I don't know. But there were rumors that both of those guys will start. Before I go any further, Kedira, yes, there we go. I love that. Please do me a smiley. I like smileys. Much happy. I'll be so happy when I see smileys in my chat rather than discussions and misunderstandings and the people being pissed off about Chiellini, the Ligt being COVID tested and whatnot. I get the frustration, but you know what? Let's be happy. Let's just motivate ourselves and go into this weekend with a happy face because there's enough BS in the world. And then we have this guy. He just has to play because we don't have anybody else. So he will be playing on the right flank. He has to because it's just like that's the way it is. Bentancur will get the rest. Well, I'm not sure, by the way. I'm not sure about Szczesny, whether he will play or Buffon. Could very well be that Buffon will be playing. I don't know, but let's just leave Szczesny there. And then we have Rabiot, who has been resting for the last 2 games. And then, well, he was rested, suspended. I don't know. Yeah. Thanks, Napoli, Crapoli, Merda 2.0 for screwing this over. Rabiot played against Milan. Probably will play again. Whoa, what happened there? Yeah. So I think this will be the 3-man midfield against Sassuolo. That's just my bet. Of course, I will be doing the preview for Sassuolo game tomorrow evening, so check that out as well. But by the looks of things right now, this will be the lineup that I predict on Sunday night. Pinsolio will still be there, hugging people. Yeah, funny guy. Important guy to have in the team, by the way, Pinsolio. He hasn't played a game in a season or so. I think he played last game last season or something like that. Or he was GG before, I don't remember. But Pinsolio, yeah, great guy to have on the bench just for kicks. Just for kicks. Yes, Candy. I love the name. Ligt got COVID. That is true. Please, guys, remember also smash the like on this video, and if you're not subscribing, subscribe as always. Well, you love me. I love you. That's how it works. Genuine love relationship between moi et toi. Demiral, where will he play, or will Giorgio Chiellini play? That is the question. That is actually the question. Between those two, who will be playing? Because we know Bonucci will be playing. Let's just smash him in there straight away. There we go. If Chiellini starts, Demiral will be pissed off, for sure. If Demiral starts, I think it's best for everybody if he starts. I don't think necessarily this is a weakness if Demiral starts. With Demiral, without Demiral, with the Ligt, without the Ligt, we should beat the Sassuolo team. Even though they are very high up the rankings, they are without Domenico Berardi. He will not be playing against us again. It works that way. He's strangely. We were very close to it. We actually signed the guy, I think, and we sold him again. It was rumored only. I don't remember. But the fact is that he will not be playing. Their captain. I'm not sure if that's a weakness. Jeremy Boga has been struggling since coming back from his COVID as well. So that's also a thing. People have been struggling to gain form and gain momentum since they come back from their COVID isolation, from being sick from COVID. Worrying. A worrying sign. A very worrying sign. But now it looks like Dybala is getting better. So, yeah, hopefully this stuff will rub off. But let's put Demiral in there just to keep everybody happy. And with Chiellini, probably substituting Danilo in the second half just to get him some playing time. We'll see. And then on the right and left flank, it is between Frabotta and Bernardeschi. Maybe Kulusevski will play. Maybe. Instead of Dybala, for example. But let's put, for the sake of it, let's put Bernardeschi in there. What does this team give you? This team gives you almost the same thing as it did against Milan. It gives you width. This guy, Bernardeschi, will be working just like Frabotta did. Chiesa will be running behind Dybala, just like he did against Milan. Rabiot will be playing here because he is just not good enough going forward, and he is average going defensively. He's average defensively, basically. So he will be stuck in the middle here, controlling the midfield, hopefully, because we need somebody in that part of the field. And then Arthur will be playing very deep, probably joining up with McKennie, creating something going forward. And Rabiot will be stabilizing. And then you have McKennie, of course, going forward on those deep, crazy runs. And then you have this guy, Cristiano Ronaldo. Where does he play? Of course, he will be playing here, cutting inside. He will be in the box once Federico Chiesa is all the way up there. He will be there and looking for that cross from Chiesa to tap that in. He will be roaming around like he always does. But it also depends on who is playing here. It also depends on who is playing as a left winger. If this is Bernardeschi, he can actually create he can actually create something going forward, which means he will be able to assist Cristiano attacking, which also means that if Bernardeschi is here, Cristiano will not be here. Cristiano will be here in the box, which means, and you know what that means, my boys and girls, Cristiano will get more scoring opportunities. Now, if we don't have Bernardeschi here, if we have Frabotta, as far as Frabotta was offensive against Milan, he will be more concentrated on this part of the pitch, because I don't think he has the confidence to go forward, to attack, and to create space for Cristiano and to assist him, because he just doesn't have that. He's just not played very well, very often lately. So he needs understanding with Cristiano in order to enable him to create. So this is why I think Bernardeschi should be there. And of course, if Kulusevski is there, then it will be very fluid, almost a 4-3-3, which is also crazy, by the way. But yeah, I say Bernardeschi here. He will go up there. He will create the width. Going forward, he might actually join in here. And also, what's good about having Bernardeschi here is that he has actually the legs to run, and he has shooting power. His left foot is very good one. Unfortunately, he uses it very rarely, but when he does use it, it's massive. It's a rocket at times. So he will add that unpredictability going forward, which will enable this guy, Cristiano the GOAT, to score more goals. So it's interesting to see how we're gonna feel against Sassuolo, but also one of those three. Who it will be? Will it be Chiellini or will it be Merih Demiral? And of course, without Demiral, without Matthijs de Ligt, we miss a leader at the back. And then begs the question: should Szczesny start, or should we see Gigi Buffon instead? Because Gigi is more of a leader than Wojciech. As much as I loved Wojciech against Milan, Gigi will be better at controlling and basically making sure that we don't concede that much shots against us than Wojciech. So it is interesting. It is very interesting. Tell me what you think. But Frabotta is an excellent crosser, yes, but how many times will he get to that byline and cross? I would rather have Frabotta than instead of Berna, says Aman. That's fine. That's your opinion. Look at it's impossible for Ronaldo to tap a header in, since he is the only area of threat possible in the box. He will be heavily marked. Well, Goatnaldo, if you saw last season, we punched those balls into the box with Sarri, great Sarri tactics. Cuadrado had a lot of crosses into the box, with Cristiano being there on the far post. Cristiano still outmuscled, and the fact is that Cristiano is an animal in the box. And also, don't forget deep runs from Weston, McKennie. Don't forget those deep runs from this boy. If Cristiano is there, and Dybala is always here somewhere, Chiesa is here, overlapping, Weston McKennie is coming in here. There is a ball coming in from Chiesa, like this. And the deep run from this guy will be vital. This guy will come in flying. And that enables also Cristiano to be unpredictable. He could also help out. Oh, stop that. He could also help out here. And this is what I'm saying. Also, if McKennie is playing, and of course, this is BS. If McKennie is playing, he will be bombarding forward with deep runs, and also Bernardeschi will be helping out. Of course, the problem is that when we lose the ball, what happens then? Then Bernardeschi has the legs to goal track back. Dybala will be just jogging backwards because he's not a defensive guy. We know this. Chiesa has the legs, no doubt about it, but it will be huge 60-meter run from the guy. And of course, McKennie. So we will be able to neutralize Sassuolo if they come at a counterattack with Bernardeschi and Weston McKennie playing. So offensively, this may work, and defensively, it will be much more safer. That's my opinion, guys. Yeah, that's my opinion. Shame to hear about the Ligt. Yes, Greg, it's a huge shame. Gonna be scary against a good Sassuolo, dangerous Merida. Yes, it will be. But we've done greater things. We won against Barcelona at Camp Nou with a clean sheet. So stranger things have happened, my friend. Yeah, Mark. Let me know if you see anything. If you're checking Twitter every 25 seconds. Yeah, just, you know what? That's crap. If we have one more case, we need to really to consider to postponing this game against Sassuolo. Really. At this moment, Chiesa is our most important player. Yeah, well, it's hard to argue. I'd say hard to argue against it. I say we have a couple of more that are very important, but Chiesa is way up there. Of course, Cristiano being one of them. I'd say, well, Bonucci, as much as I hate to say it, Bonucci is very important right now, especially now since De Ligt is out. If Bonucci is also out, we are in absolute disarray, guys. Yeah, Apurba, yeah, we talked about this, man. Nice to see you. It's what it is, you know. When you live stream in the middle of the night, it's that's what happens. Yeah, it is what it is, man. 6.5. That's what I gave. But yeah, nice to see you, man. Nice to see you. Hope you're well, Mark. Hope you're well as well. You and your family, and the COVID doesn't bite you in the ass like it usually does to people. Stay safe, guys. Seriously, stay safe. I'd like to see Kulu on the right wing and Chiesa on the left wing. But that is the thing, Mandy. Sorry. I love your name, by the way. Candy. Take it to the candy shop. Yeah. I know you love me singing. Maybe I should do like a sing-along. SingStar. Oof, that'd be horrible. That would be so horrible, please. Oh, I hate SingStar. Have you played SingStar? I remember I had Guitar Hero when I was younger. Guitar Hero and was it Band Hero? Rock Band. I think it was Rock Band. You know, they had the full setup. And there was one song that I loved playing on the Guitar Hero. What was that? Smoke on Water. Smoke on Water. I think that was the name. I think it was the name of the song. Probably being butchered right now. But what was the name of the song? I think it was Smoke on Water. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys. But yeah, Guitar Hero, that's what the thing. I'm talking about De Ligt being COVID, and then Candy comes in here with Kulu on the right wing, and I'm talking about Guitar Hero suddenly. That's how my crazy mind works. But Kulu on the right wing, no thank you. Because if that means that Chiesa will be playing on the left, let me just stop that. There we go. If that happens, Chiesa will be cutting inside. which will make it more difficult for guys like Cristiano, for himself, for Chiesa, because Chiesa will not be able to cross. There will be fewer crosses into the box from left side. Again, talking about Cristiano. And yes, there is so much focus on Cristiano right now because he is the only goal threat going forward against Sassuolo. As much as I love Dybala, Dybala is deeper than Cristiano. This is why we desperately, desperately needed a striker. Desperately. This Dagraka guy, he's not getting in any second. Please give him, give him a go. I'd say play him against Genoa in the Coppa, at least last half hour or something, if we're leading, of course, comfortably. Yeah, Candyman. I never understood why Bonucci chose to go to Milan. Ego, Mark. Ego. That was it. He got pissed off because he got I think it was a disagreement with Allegri or something, if I'm not mistaken, and he just got an ego, and later, of course, he regretted that decision, and since then he has been crap. Well, not crap, but declined. And that was also, let's just talk briefly about Bonucci. Since Andrea Barzagli retired, he got more and more exposed. Barzagli, Chiellini, and Bonucci was the trident, unbreakable trident, and with Buffon at the back as well. I miss that. Yeah. So since Barzagli quit, yeah, it all went pear-shaped for Bonucci, and with Benatia coming in and kind of replacing the guy, yeah, not nice how it was handled, but it is what it is, and I don't blame Benatia for leaving, to be honest. If things were promised and the promises didn't held up its word, yeah. What happened to Portanova? He's about to go to Cagliari or Genoa, I think, on loan. If I'm not mistaken. He fought with Allegri, yes. Chiesa should play on the right. Edgar, yes, I agree. Right wing in a 4-4-2. It's never further. Dybala playing closer to goal centrally works better than pulling out wide. But that's I don't think, Edgar, I don't think that this is something that Pirlo tells him to do. Because this is not something Paulo Dybala just started doing suddenly. He did this with Allegri. He did this with Maurizio Sarri, the chain smoker. He also does this now with Andrea Pirlo. He does this because it's his natural state. He did this with Palermo as well. He starts out wide on the right, cutting inside and curling shots. I want to see him in the middle because I think he has the quality for that, but I think he's just too afraid to be in there, and he needs space. And space he gets on the flanks. And if he gets the space, he can contribute, he can create, he can be that extra X factor going forward. But if he is in the middle, he's already exposed. He is already marked by a defender, and that's it. But what we lose with Dybala being on the right is, of course, his left foot, which is great, his skills to create and being right in the middle of it. We saw this against Lazio a couple of seasons back, where he scored the only goal against Lazio. Great goal, by the way. Remember that very well. That was in the middle of the park. That was in just at the energy box. He was there on the left flank. So Dybala has very specific strengths and some specific weaknesses. So in order to complement, to add this into the setup of Juve is very complicated. Whether you play him on the right flank, he is not a right winger, so he will cut inside. If you play him as a trequartista, might be a good idea, but he will also end up on the right flank cutting inside. So that's his traits. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. I think winning against Sassuolo is a must. Pankai, I agree. It's a must now. In January is a must month for us, basically. So that we can show everyone that we can win with any situation, and we'll have 3 wins in a row. Yes, Pankai, I agree. But also, let's add to that. Good point, Pankai. I love that. Let's add to the fact that What was I supposed to say? Yeah. Fiorentina game was a bust. Fiorentina game was just a collective meltdown. Well, first and foremost from Juan Cuadrado, and then playing 10 against 11 and substituting Aaron Ramsey out of the picture before he basically the only creator in the midfield that game. It gave them the victory. And of course, the absolute disaster from Leonardo Bonucci. Absolute disaster. So that was a collective meltdown. So I would just won't even take that into equation. So I'd say we had a good couple of games recently. So we need to build on that. And Sassuolo is a must win. And of course, the next game against Merda is a must win just because it's Merda. And then we can afford probably to draw against Crapoli. Can probably afford that one. If we win against Sassuolo and Merda, we can afford to drop points against Merda 2.0, but not losing. So a draw, I will be content with the draw. As much as I hate draws because we have enough of them already, but at the moment we are in trouble. We are lacking players, and I'm not sure if Ligt will be playing against Napoli. I'm not sure what's going to happen with Alexandro, even though Alexandro is not a great contribution this season. He has been weak. He has been, not good. The question is, where do we go? Where do we go, and how do we field up against Crapoli? So, it's touch and go there. And is just too many tough games too much for Juve at this point? Maybe. So a draw against Crapoli, I'd accept that. If we win against Merda and Sassuolo. Papu Gomez should be going to Juve, says Edgar. I'm not so fan of the guy. I'm a huge fan of the guy, but I'm a fan of the idea of him coming in. We don't need that player. I want to trust Aaron Ramsey, to be honest, guys. I want him to play on a consistent basis and hopefully without injuries. Thing is, that's not possible because Aaron Ramsey is constantly injured, and Papu Gomez is not a young lad. And whatever happened with Atalanta, I'm very interested into knowing what happened with Atalanta. If this is some off the field kind of stuff, if he's disrupting the locker room or something, I don't think so. Then would I want that sour grape in my team? No, I don't know. Yeah, COVID, yes, crap. How long Morata will be out? Well, he was supposed to be back against Genoa in the midweek again in the Coppa Italia, but we will see. We'll see what happens with Morata. We need a player we can get right now. So please. Why don't we play Kulusevski as trequartista, Mark, because Kulusevski has been poor this season, in my personal opinion. He hasn't been impressive. He had flashes like he had against Milan. But he was very poor in every single Champions League game he played. He was poor against mostly every single opponent, apart from Sampdoria, the first game, and apart from when he played against Parma, his old side, when we won 4-0. Then he played a good game, and then of course his substitution right now. But apart from that, he has been inconsistent and been poor. So I get why he's not being played, and I also get why Ramsey is playing, because Ramsey can create stuff for us. Unfortunately, he is also not so very consistent, but I like the guy. I like what he offers to the team, and also his deep runs from the deep are very underrated. Very underrated. See you later, Mark. Papu Gomez may be older, but his football brain is yes. That's fine. I agree with that. Yeah, Papu has a free role for Atalanta. If you watch Atalanta play with Papu Gomez, it's not very often right now, but before, Papu was always roaming around the whole pitch. And I'm not sure that will work for us. I'm not so sure. because he will be dropping very, very deep, even behind Arthur. And we have enough guys back there to create. Bonucci, the long ball merchant, Arthur, Bentancur, they have pretty specific tasks on the pitch, it seems. If Papu Gomez arrives, fine. Let's see what he can do. But I just have a bad feeling about him coming in and replicating his Atalanta form with us. I feel that that's not gonna happen. Rodrigo De Paul, on the other hand, is a box-to-box creator, which is far more interesting. Whether he is good enough, that's another matter. But I think also he's very inconsistent. He's Argentinian as well. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. But I'd love for us to at least sign a striker. We need that. We need that dearly right now. But yeah, Edgar, for sure, we can agree to disagree, and that's totally fine. Totally fine. I miss Barzagli, Mark. I see you commented on there before. Yeah, I mean, please, guys, comment. Tell me what you think about this stuff with Matthijs de Ligt and all that. And yeah, I know what you think. It's crap. What is your view of Icardi? Interesting question. I called that before this season. Yes, before this season. Before this season, I called that. We go in, we get Edison Cavani on a free transfer. We have him for 1 season or 2 seasons, and then we bring in Mauro Icardi next season, 2021-2022 season, as a prima punta next to Cristiano. Imagine that. I know it sounds very strange. It sounds controversial. Well, we never got Cavani, but Cavani was a simple choice, a free transfer. Yes, it's a high salary, but I didn't know back then that Khedira was never going to leave and all that. But it was just my suggestion. Cavani in instead of, Morata came in instead, of course. But yes, Benny, it is true, unfortunately. Unfortunately, it is true. Nice to see you, Benny. Please smash a like on this video and subscribe. I know some people don't like Mauro Icardi. And I know why. Because the guy has, a crazy wife. He's a cheater. He steals women. But that's off the pitch stuff. But take a look at his scoring record. Right now, this season, he has been almost invisible because Moise Kean is insane for PSG for some strange, crazy reason. But let's just smash this up just real quick. Icardi. I'm interested. I haven't heard much from Icardi lately. 27 years old. Okay, so he's not dead. And let's see. So his stats this season is current season. I love this. Where is my vodka? Yeah, he's been injured. Yeah, okay, that's why. Yeah, he's been injured for quite some time. Medial collateral ligament knee injury. Really? Did he snap ACL? I didn't know that. Yeah, well, there you go, me. I have no clue about Mauro Icardi. But and he also had COVID. Nice. That explains a lot. Well, there you go. That's me. On the pitch, 124 goals in 219 games for Merda. 28 assists. 22 goals in 39 games for PSG. 30 goals in 39 matches for Sampdoria Primavera, and 11 goals for Sampdoria first team in 33 matches. Now tell me if those stats are not insane. This is a quality player. He has actually 2 goals in 5 matches this season. Scored against some farmers team in France. But this is a quality guy. Off the pitch antics, we haven't heard anything about that last season. Last season he scored. You order something. It's like ordering a pizza. I want a number 9. You get it in 15 minutes. I want 3 goals from Icardi. You get it in 15 minutes. Wow. I mean, he was a guaranteed goal scorer for Merda back in the day. And yes, he got the captaincy armband, and he was heavily criticized later because he was an idiot or whatever. But I feel that you can talk with the Merda fans, please. You can be a Merda fan and be on this show, fine, that's okay. But please don't mess with those guys. Don't even walk around in their territory. Don't get mud on your feet, please. But I'll say this: I've heard that the story isn't true. The whole story hasn't been said about Icardi and the stuff with his book and the fans controversy. Yes, he was a young lad. He was an idiot when he published that book. Yeah, but to make him a captain in the first place was a bit strange. Hi, Jose. Nice to see you, man. Yeah. I would like to have Icardi on our team, by the way, next season. Icardi, Morata, Dybala. We don't have the money for that now, for sure. This is all fantasy football. This is Football Manager. But I would love that. He can score goals. He knows Serie A. It's all good, my friends. It's all good. I like the guy. And, of course, if that means that we can win the Champions League, you're getting me hard. Yeah. You should have gotten him when he was going to leave Merda. Yeah, but then... Yeah, I wanted him as well, but it just got too expensive. Instead, we got Matuidi. Oh, probably was the season before that. I don't remember. Yeah. Hopefully the Ligt infection will make the case for how important Demiral is important to this team. Demiral transfer rumors are terrible. Yes, they are terrible, but that's his own doing. If true, though, or his entourage own doing, because it's just so unnecessary. Right in the middle of the good period for our team, right after the Udinese victory, this comes out, and it's just so unnecessary. If that's him, that's unnecessary. If that's his entourage, he better slap them Turkish style. He's going to try to steal Georgina. Yeah, well, apparently you can try to steal anything at Cristiano's place because he has Bonucci as his security guard. You can try to steal anything with Cristiano. Yeah. Man, Icardi, such weird off the pitch stuff. Yeah. Do you think we can win Supercoppa against Crapoli? Yes. Of course. I think we can win every game. But we can also lose every game as well. Freaking Fiorentina, of all people, of all teams. Fiorentina, Viola, 3-0 in the bag. Wanda will steal Ronaldo and make him move to Monaco. That's funny. Nah, Cristiano has better. Cristiano knows his place. Yeah. No, I don't think that would happen. But to make your wife or your girlfriend your agent, doesn't sit well with me. Come over to the dark side, Mauro, or to the light side. Need you, I do. Yeah. De Ligt is more solid than Bonucci. Demiral, De Ligt is more solid than Bonucci, De Ligt. Not so sure, Edgar. Not so sure. Demiral and De Ligt are too alike, in my opinion. They are the same in terms of the aggressive part of the play. Both are the first ones to attack the ball when it comes as a goal kick from the opposition. Both are the first ones to block the striker, and neither of them are used to being the one as a safety net, basically a libero, so to speak. And we've rarely seen those two together. Rarely. So to say that they are better on paper, maybe. We'd like to think so because Bonucci is error prone and he has these meltdowns. But yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not saying no, but yeah. But it's a good discussion to have, Edgar. Who is actually better, Bonucci, De Ligt, or Demiral De Ligt? We won't know that until Bonucci is injured or get COVID. Imagine that if he gets COVID as well. Draguzin, Karl Drogo will start, and then will be interesting to see. Leaving Giorgio for one day is like giving up on Ferrari to drive a Fiat with no wheels. Yeah, that's a nice description, I guess. Yeah. Let's move forward from the Ligt stuff. Let me just I'll just leave this running because it is breaking news. It is what it is. We need to discuss what is going on with Calciomercato. So let me just pull up my Twitter feed. Follow me on Twitter, by the way. But yeah, you all do. Because you love me. Because you love me. Yeah. Okay, so nothing. Dragozin will sign his Juventus contract in next days. Fine, Romeo Agresti. Shocking. Not shocking. We all know this is going to happen. Quagliarella will not leave. That's fine. And then we have this Armenian guy, whatever, for Genoa. I don't even know how to pronounce this name. Why out of nowhere? Just because he scored a goal and then suddenly we want the guy. I don't know. But the real targets are strikers. That is what we know. Llorente is the one. Would you take Llorente back? He knows the club. He knows Pirlo. But is that enough? What can he do to us? He will for sure be a beast for us. He will be a beast in the box. Make no mistake about it. He will be a beast in the box. But what more can he give me? I'm not sure. He cannot run. He cannot work. Press up high. So he's not that mobile, and he's not played that much football lately. So I'm not so sure. As much as I love Nando, I love Nando to death. But again, an older player. Yeah, he doesn't have the legs anymore. I don't know. I'm skeptical. Remember, Ukrainian forward. Yes, I know Teja. Yes, but the name escapes me. The name escapes me. No, I wouldn't be. I'm not so comfortable with bringing Nando back. And then we have Graziano Pelle. We spoke about this already. The wages is the issue. How low will he go? How low can he go? How low can he go? For the wages in order to join Juve, or how high are we willing to go to accommodate his demands? And is it worth it? Yeah. He apparently in China they just put a salary cap on all foreign salaries, so maximum 3 million, I think, or something like that. My good friend Hutch from China pitched me that news, but that leaves him. Well, he packed the next day. he left basically. So now he's on a free transfer. And would you want Graziano Pelle? Maybe. What state is he in? Is he fit enough to contribute? Because if we sign the guy, I said this also before, if we sign the guy now in January, that doesn't mean that we don't have the time to wait for the guy to develop, to get ready, to get fit for 2-3 months, 2-3 weeks. We need him now to contribute now. So if we're signing somebody in January, that means we're going to need him January, February, March, especially March and April. We don't. There is no use of getting Graziano Pelle if he's unfit, he's fat, he's lazy, he is he hasn't played in Serie A for a while. Let me check. I don't think actually he has played in Serie A at all. maybe he did back in the day for Livorno or something. Just something tells me that he did briefly. Lecce. Yeah, Lecce. It was Lecce, Catania, Crotone, Cesena back in the 2006, 4, 5. Yeah. And then it was Sampdoria. Yeah. Parma. Yeah. 1 goal in 12 games for Parma. Whee! 52 goals in 106 games for Ching Chong Chong. Guys, that's Mickey Mouse League. If he comes back to Italy, that's another matter. 9 goals in 20 games for Italy. 2014, 2016. And he's 35 years old. Nah. But you can see clearly the profile we are after, right? Shorumodov. That's the name. Shorumodov. Okay, what about him? Let's Google his ass. Shorumodov. I don't know anything about the dude. Shorumodov. This Eldor. Of course his name is Eldor. Azamat. Of course his name is Eldor Azamat. He's Uzbek. Freaking Uzbek. He played for Mashal Mubarak. Man, he's got 2 goals for Genoa in 10 games. Why are we looking at this guy? He's 25 years old. Seriously? Come on. Bring Mandzukic back. But anyway, 20 goals for Uzbekistan in 43 games. Yeah, that's not bad actually. But for Uzbekistan, for a tin pot national side, I mean, you can see the profile we are after. We are after a tall striker who can be a muscle in the box, who can be a bully, who can be a destroyer. Diego Costa is available. Yeah, joking. Igalo, yes, I saw that, Ronaldo. Igalo is free. Edison Cavani would be perfect. But boop, boop. Train is gone. Train has left the building, as I say. Mandzukic on a free, yes. Mandzukic is on a free, and there are rumors that Mandzukic might rejoin us. Of course, there are rumors about Mandzukic rejoining because we're now basically scrapping everything. Quagliarella, Mandzukic. I wonder why Mirko Vucinic is not mentioned yet. Yeah, he's retired, of course. I mean, Matri. There is just so... This is no creativity, and it's clear that we need a tall... We're looking for a tall striker. Tall, heavy, big, physical, who can score goals. Who would that be? Who would accept a low fee, a low wages? Leonardo Pavoletti was also mentioned, of course, from Cagliari. But now he's playing consistently for them for some reason. Well, because Giovanni Simeone has been out with COVID, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. So we have very few options, but we need to get something. And Del Piero could be a very good option, Irish Macbeth. Unfortunately, Del Piero is in the US, and US is a mess right now. Yeah, so I'm not sure if that's related to the case, by the way. I'm just saying US is a mess. I just needed to put it out there in the same sentence as Del Piero. Yeah. By the way, I love Del Piero's comments to this Bergamo dude. Lovely. Nilesh is there. Hey, Nilesh, nice to see you, man. How are you doing? I hope you're safe, no COVID, and everything is fine with you and your dear family. I mean, what can we afford? Okay, let's enjoy ourselves. Let's just play a little game called Find the Striker. So, and we should have this gaming background music. That's very bad. That's not the gaming music. I mean, give me a striker. Give me a striker. Any striker. Market values. Let's go for market values. Most valuable player. That's just BS. Position. Striker. Worldwide. Okay, come on. Give me. Mbappe. Neymar. Sané. Salah. Harry Kane. Sterling is not a striker. Joao Felix. Erling Haaland. Yeah, there we go. Gnabry, Lukaku. Song. Ansu Fati. Marcus Rashford. Messi on a 15th place. Oh, Pessi. I feel bad for you. Bernardo Silva, my favorite player at Manchester City, without a doubt. I love the guy. He's such a skillful guy. And then we have Paulo Dybala on 20th place as the most valued striker. Not bad. Christian Pulisic. Richarlison. Vinicius Jr. Memphis Depay. Yes, there was also rumor about Memphis Depay coming to Juve, but now they need the guy, so nope, not happening. Dejan Kulusevski on 41st place, most valued strikers. Federico Chiesa on 38. This is Transfermarkt website. Cristiano Ronaldo on 28. Wow, Cristiano Ronaldo is number 28 of the most valued strikers. And Robert Lewandowski is on 27th. What a crazy list this is. Yeah. Funny. Sad for the Ligt. Yeah, Nilesh, so am I. How is Messi ahead of Dybala? Because it's Messi. That's why. In the summer, why don't we sign Holland? He has a 50 million release clause. Yeah, I doubt that he will have that come summer. If we do, I just don't think we have the money. Unless we win the Champions League. If we win the Champions League, everything changes. Imagine winning Champions League or even going to the final. The monetas that we will receive from the Champions League, it's not that much, basically, because, well, there are no supporters in the stands. That's what I'm saying. So there's not much revenue coming from Champions League as it hasn't been for COVID. But we will still get some money that we badly need. And Cristiano is an expensive guy to have at our team. So if he is to be released, if he is to be sold, let's just hypothetically say that, then maybe we can afford Erling Haaland. Maybe. But maybe. The transfer market thing is very weird. Yes, it is. They just value things out of thin air, I think. As Messi is more expensive, yeah, he's worth more than Lewandowski, even though Messi is almost out of contract and is in poor form. Yeah. Mark, you hit the nail on the head. Yeah. They've been drinking some of my vodka. Well, maybe the Russians doing this. I think actually this is a German side. The Germans. It explains everything. Actually, no. Oh, maybe it is. They hate the Polish. All right, moving on. Dominic Calvert-Lewin on 43rd. Lucas Ocampos, for heaven's sake. Yeah. Thomas Müller, Sergio Aguero, 769. Yeah, then we have a bunch of dudes that I haven't even heard about. Yeah. But, you know what? Whoever we get, let's just get behind that player. Because we need every man we can get right now. And whether it will be Diego Costa, whether it will be Mandzukic, whether it will be Graziano Pelle, whether it will be Pavoletti, Giroud, let's wait and see. What happens. But we need a striker, and we need a striker now. This is also a thing with Paratici. If we are waiting for something, if we're waiting until the last day of the transfer market, the whole January is gone without a striker. And that's 1 month less. So we need to get our asses in gear. We need to be quick about this. We need to sign one and be done with it, and integrating this guy into the team. To just get it done, decide, and pull a finger out of your asses. Please, per favore. Look at the list of strikers with expiring contracts. How can I do that? Can I do that? Contracts. Yeah, there we go. Contracts ending. There we go. Lionel Messi, top. Funny. Forwards, 2021. I guess we are forwards we're looking for. Terjai, isn't it? Forwards. Let's go forwards. Lionel Messi, Memphis Depay, Sergio Aguero, Florian Thauvin from Marseille. Angel Di Maria, 32 years old. Arkadiusz Milik, interesting. But he will not go to Juve from Crapoli. Because Crapoli apparently won 15 or 18 million for the guy. For the guy that they put in the freezer and locked the door tight. Lock the door tight. Yeah. Let's have a kiki. I want to have a kiki. What was the name of the song? My wife knows. My wife knows the name of that song. Let's have a kiki. A kiki song, isn't it? Lock the doors tight. Yeah. Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. Smash a like. Arkadiusz Milik. Yes. Musa Marega from Porto. He's 29. Don't know about the guy at all. Lucas Vasquez. The guy that got buried by Benatia when we conceded the PK from Cristiano. Edison Cavani. Victor Claesson from Krasnodar in Russia. Joshua King, the Norwegian. That could be interesting, actually. Joshua King. He's not good, but at least an option. Andres Townsend for Crystal Palace. Robin Quaison. Previously Palermo, if I'm not mistaken. Christian Benteke, 30 years of age for Crystal Palace. Yeah, that would actually be an option. He's a massive dude. Yeah, and then we have a bunch of weirdos and a bunch of... Whoa! Stevan Jovetic is on an expiring contract this summer. Plays for Monaco. Back. He's actually alive and well. I knew that he was playing for Monaco, but I haven't heard about him 3, 4, 5 seasons now. Stevan Jovetic, 31 years old now. Shame, he had a great career ahead of him. And then something changed, something stopped. Danny Welbeck. Olivier Giroud, of course. Troy Deeney from Watford. Zlatan, no thank you. I'd rather play Pinsolio as a striker. No thank you. Yeah, and then we have a bunch of Argentinians in the Argentinian league. Yeah, really not much to brag about, but those guys are they have a very low value. Yannick Bolasie from Everton. Interesting. Choupo Moting from Bayern Munich. Frank Ribéry, no thank you. 37 years of age. Heavy. And then we have Roberto Insigne from Benevento, little brother or big brother, I don't know, I'm not sure. Brother. Yeah. So yeah, nothing to Why is still Khedira not gone? Well, because there is no interest from the Premier League apparently, or if there is, they're just waiting for the options, I guess. But Khedira is not the issue here. The only thing that pisses me off is that we don't have the balls just to release him out of his contract, and that's it. He has half a year left. Just pay him out and be done with it. Why not Andres Silva? He's affordable, 25 years old, and has 9 goals in 13 Bundesliga games. Why is he affordable? If he has 9 goals in 13 games, I don't think he will be affordable, to be honest. Yeah. Not related to Mercato, but what's your favorite Juventus season? Recent history? That's got to be the comeback season, Mark. That's got to be the comeback season when we were 10 points, or we were down at the 13th spot at some point. It was second season for Allegri, if I'm not mistaken. And we won the league towards the end. That was a crazy season, and my favorite, and the perfect example of the fino alla fine spirit that Juve embodies. And I hope those guys didn't forget that this season, even though most of those players aren't playing now, but the club is still there. What on earth happened to Jovetic? I think injuries, my friend. I think injuries. Let me check. We're having fun right now. This is the therapy session, huh? We are having fun. We're talking football. We are reminiscing. 31 years of age. Stevan Jovetic. He has two. Well, he has won the Premier League with Manchester City, I presume. Yeah, probably. Stefan Jovetic. He went from Merda to Monaco. No, sorry. He went from. No, he did. He went from Merda to Monaco in 2017. Yeah, weird career he had. Let me see. Let me check his injury history. It's a very weird career. Whoa. Yeah, okay. Now I get why. Yeah, he snapped his ACL last year. Missed 21 games for Monaco. Hamstring injury, calf injury, hamstring injury, knee injury, fitness issues, back trouble now. In July to August, 43 days out with injury. Then he has hamstring, contracture, muscular problems. Yeah, this is an injury-prone dude, basically. So, yeah, no thank you. But shame. Juve versus Sassuolo predictions. Well, Drama World, nice to see you. I don't remember you seeing her before. Man, great. Or lady, smash the like and subscribe. Of course. Prediction for Sassuolo. You have to wait for my preview. Mwah! Teaser. And then I will review my my prediction. Because you know what? You never know. Maybe by tomorrow morning, we'll get another COVID case. But Sassuolo also might get something as well. Well, hopefully. No, I'm joking. No, it's just nice hoping for a COVID case. No. That's not us. That's not how we work. All the players Paratici signed this window has been successful even in the COVID market. So from what I think he needs more respect from you fans, he gets from me. So I believe in him and what he will do in January. Yes, Ati, that's a nice comment. Interesting. He has been. This is man. I love this comment. Let me highlight it because, man, thank you. I needed that. This is a spark for another conversation because there has been some talk of Paratici leaving the club. Certain someone even announced this as this is gonna happen. It didn't happen. He's still with the club. So there we go. And he got an impossible task to renew the squad. He renewed the squad under the circumstances of COVID. What is this? No money, players on high wages. He did an exceptional job. Matuidi was not because of him. Matuidi decided himself he needed to go. He wanted to go. And so ciao, bye-bye. Higuain saga was a heavy one for him. But apart from that, I think that Paratici done good. With Morata coming in, Kulusevski, probably the only guy that I'd say has been, well, not a flop. That would be very early to say. And he was signed in January last year also. So it's not basically this summer this happened. But yeah, Kulusevski is not on my favorite list right now. Mr. Swedish Eminem. But yes, he should get more respect. I totally agree with you. And I think we should trust him, certainly. But we also need to beware that time is ticking. We need the players now. We need one player at least now as striker. And then we'll see if we need anything else. But at this point, we're talking about Brian Reynolds, of course, because tapping into the US market. I can't think of anything else, or the Plus Valenza. Also Rovella dude, also a Plus Valenza kind of signing. Yeah, it's not now. These signings are not for present. These signings are for the future. And present day needs a striker. But yes, Ati, I totally agree. I hope no more COVID cases after the Ligt. Yeah, well, no argument for me there, my friend. We can also have predictions about who will be available against Sassuolo. Yes, man, you can, and good luck with that, Dajai. Good luck. Yeah. All right, guys, let's see. It's time to wrap this up. 1.5 hours is gone. Thank you so much for joining. It's been fun. We've been reminiscing on Jovetic. We've been singing. I've been singing always. And we will be, of course, talking to each other again, of course, after the Sassuolo game, post-match review and the player ratings we'll be doing on this very channel, of course. Maybe I will be doing a pre-match live as well. I need to think if I have some time to do that as well. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But you just follow me, subscribe on this very channel, and you see what's going on there if I update something. But by the looks of it right now, it may very well be the case that I'll be doing something previewing live as soon as the official lineup has been posted by official Twitter account or Instagram account of Juve. We will be doing this. So yeah, it's great fun. Thank you so much for joining, Mark. Always a pleasure, Terjai. And Drama World, do you think there will be more COVID cases after the Ligt testing positive? I hope not. I hope sincerely not. But yeah, the fear, of course, is there. Should we go for Papu Gomez? I say no, but other people say yes. What I'll say this about Papu Gomez: we can appreciate a player without signing the guy. I love the player, but it doesn't mean that I want the guy at the club. It doesn't mean that he will be successful at our club. I love the guy. I love how he plays. I love how he operates. I love his creativity. I love how he handles the ball, how he distributes it. I love all that. But would he be a good fit for Juve? I'm not sure. But it doesn't take anything away from me respecting the guy and his ability. Yeah, that's just my 2 pence on the case. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. Rob was there, of course, and Rohit was there. Irish Macbeth, Benny, Nilesh was stopping by. Goatnaldo was even there. Even Goatnaldo is present as always. I love you, Goatnaldo. Thank you for joining. Edgar, Punkai, and many others. Guys, thank you so much for joining. I love you all. I appreciate every single one of you that you joined this channel. Subscribe, like this video, please. Very important. Yeah, fino alla fine. Forza Juve. I will be doing a preview for the Sassuolo game, of course. Tomorrow, I will also be joining Iskandar on his... Iskandar is a great guy. He runs a Juventus Club Singapore YouTube channel. Singapore. I love the guy. So we'll be talking about Juve as well. I don't think he will be live. So he will be uploading his stuff. So subscribe to his channel. I don't remember the name. I'm sorry. But if you type in Juventus Singapore and YouTube, you'll find the guy. Yeah. You'll see me there. So you see my appearance there, of course. We'll be doing preview for the Sassuolo game and a bunch of other stuff as well. So it'll be great fun. But my preview for Sassuolo is also coming up tomorrow night, and Sunday, of course, is the match day. Fino alla fine, Forza Juve. Adam,